Straw 386. The Fox of Ling County. In the home of the imperial historian Li in Ling County, they often saw antiques such as vases and tripods somehow moved to the edge of the table, looking like they were about to fall off. He suspected that it was the servants who did it and often angrily reprimanded them. The servants claimed innocence, but they also didn't know the reason. So they put the items back in their original places and locked the door tightly. But the next morning, it was like that again. Knowing that it was strange, they observed in secret. One night, the room suddenly became very bright. They thought a thief had come and were very surprised. Two servants went in to see what was going on. They saw a fox lying on the wooden cabinet, its eyes glowing, illuminating the surroundings. Afraid that it would run away, they quickly went to catch it. The fox tried to escape, but the servant held on even tighter. So they all worked together to tie it up. When they lifted it up to look, they saw that all four legs had no bones. When touched, it swayed like a hanging strap. Historian Li pitied its spirituality and couldn't bear to harm it. So he covered the fox with a willow basket. The fox couldn't get out and could only walk with the basket on top. Historian Li scolded it for its mistakes and let it go. The strange things that happened in the past disappeared. 387.
WANG HUO.
In Jinan, there was an old man who made a living by selling wine. One day he sent his son, Xiao to Qi River to collect a wine debt. As soon as Xiao left the west gate, he suddenly saw his elder brother, Da, who had been dead for a long time. Xiao asked in surprise, "How did my brother come here?" Da replied, "There is a doubtful case in the underworld, and they need you to testify." Upon hearing this, Xiao scolded his brother. Da pointed to a man behind him who looked like a bailiff and said, "There is an official here. I have no choice." He beckoned to Xiao who unconsciously started running with them. After running for a night, they arrived at the foot of Mount Tai and suddenly saw a yamen. Just as they were about to enter, many people rushed out. The man who looked like a bailiff asked, "How is the situation?" One of them replied, "No need to go in anymore. It's settled." Upon hearing this, the bailiff released Xiao and let him go home. Da was worried that his younger brother had no money, so after the bailiff thought for a while, he took Xiao and left. After walking about 20 or 30 miles, they entered a village and came to the eaves of a house. The bailiff instructed Xiao, "If someone comes out of this house, you ask him to send you home. If he refuses, just say it was WANG HUO who said so." After saying this, he left. Xiao immediately lost consciousness and fell to the ground. After dawn, the owner of the house came out and saw a person lying outside the door, which was very shocking. After waiting for a while, Xiao gradually woke up. The owner helped him into the house and fed him some food. Only then did Xiao tell his hometown and asked the owner to send him home. The owner was in a difficult situation, so Xiao said as the bailiff had instructed. When the owner heard this, he was extremely frightened and hurriedly rented a donkey to send Xiao home. When they got home, Xiao offered him money, but he refused to accept it. When asked why, he didn't say. After saying goodbye, he left on his own. 388. Tired Dragon. Wang, a royal servant from Liaozhai, was ordered to go on a mission to the Ryukyu kingdom. While the ship was sailing in the sea, a giant dragon suddenly fell from the clouds, stirring up waves several meters high. The dragon was half floating and half sinking, with its head held high and its chin resting on the ship, its eyes half closed, looking exhausted. The people on the ship were very panicked, stopped the oars, and dared not move. The boatman said, "This is a tired dragon that has been raining in the sky." Wang quickly hung the imperial edict on the dragon's head and prayed with everyone. After a while, the giant dragon leisurely swam away. As soon as the ship sailed, another dragon fell from the sky, just like the last time. 3 or 4 fell one after another within a day. After another day, the boatman asked people to prepare more white rice and warned everyone, "We are not far from the clear water pool. If you see anything, just throw rice into the water. You must be quiet, and you cannot make noise." After a while, the ship came to a place where the sea water was clear and you could see the bottom. Underneath, a group of giant dragons of 5 colors were lurking, like basins and urns, lying one by one on the seabed. Some were crawling sinuously, and the scales, manes, claws, and teeth on the dragon's body could be counted clearly. When the people on the ship saw it, they were terrified, held their breath, closed their eyes, and dared not look or move. Only the boatman kept grabbing rice and throwing it into the sea. After a long time, when they saw the color of the sea gradually turning dark black, someone dared to speak up and ask the boatman the reason for throwing rice. The boatman replied, "The dragon is afraid of maggots, afraid that maggots will drill into its scales. White rice is like maggots, so when the dragon sees it, it often lurks at the bottom of the sea, and the ship sails on it, which can ensure safety."